Welcome to the screencast on adding multiple simultaneous media files to Transana. This is an advanced topic, and we assume you are already familiar with the process of adding a single video file to Transana. Before you begin the process of importing your media files into Transana, you need to prepare the media files. High-resolution, high-bitrate video files are not suitable for multiple simultaneous media file analysis because your computer may not be able to play multiple high-demand videos smoothly at the same time. You should use Transana's media conversion tool to reduce your video's resolution to a width of about 800 pixels or less, and to reduce your video bitrate to about 1,000 kilobits per second or less. When you're displaying multiple video files at once, there's not enough screen space to display larger sized videos anyway. Please see the screencast on Transana's media conversion tool for more information on this. Adding multiple simultaneous videos to an episode is very simple. Right-click your library and choose Add Episode. Give the episode a name, or you can let Transana automatically name the episode based on the first video you select. Then press the Add File button and select your first video file. Now press the Add File button again for each additional file that you want to add. Transana can support up to 4 simultaneous media files when the media files are formatted appropriately. As you can see, I have a set of 3 files for this analysis. Now, it's highly unlikely that your video files start at exactly the same time. So your next task is to synchronize the second and third video files with the first video file. The task of synchronization is much easier if all recordings start at nearly the same time. If your videos will all have audio, it helps to have some overlapping audio at the start. If your videos won't have overlapping audio, as is the case of matching a screen capture with video from a camera, you'll want to make sure that there's something visually distinct that you can use to line the files up with one another. In this case, a few seconds of the camera pointed at the computer screen while something on screen changes can be tremendously helpful. In Transana, all subsequent files are synchronized to the first media file added to the episode. So to synchronize our second video to our first here, I'll select the second video in the list of media files and press the Synchronize button. Transana will load the Synchronize tool. In this tool, I can play each video independently. I'll start by playing the first video file to get a good starting place. I'll pause right after our group leader welcomes the other participants.
Okay. Everybody ready? Let's do it.
Okay. Well, welcome everybody for being here tonight.
Now I'll play the second video and we'll try to pause close to the same spot.
Here tonight, part of the series of DVDs that we made.
I see that the second video starts after the point where I paused the first video, so I'll play the first video again to find an overlap.
Part of the series of DVDs that we made.
We can often see the overlap clearly in the waveform diagram. We can use the focus checkbox to determine which waveform is on top of the display. In this case, having the blue waveform on top seems to work a little bit better. Once we've achieved a rough overlap, it's helpful to zoom in on the waveform to make sure that we get an exact overlap. To do this, we slide the zoom slider a little bit to the left. We can now use the precise control buttons under each of our media files to move the video in very small increments to get the waveforms lined up precisely. We can then press the Play Both button to play both streams simultaneously to make sure that we're synchronized precisely.
That we're making for parents who are newly diagnosed with their children's cancer.
It's often easier to tell if we have a precise overlap through audio rather than video. Once we're satisfied with our overlap, we can press the OK button. We'll now repeat the same process with the third video. Select the video in the list and press the Synchronize button. Synchronize the video using the synchronization tool.
Jeden bacie. Okay.
Everybody ready? Good.
Okay. Well, welcome everybody for being here tonight as part of the series of DVDs that we're making. Well, welcome everybody for being here tonight as part of the series of DVDs that we're making. We're making for parents who are newly diagnosed with the
And when we're satisfied with the synchronization, press the OK button. When all media files have been successfully synchronized, we can press OK on the Add Episode form to finish creating the episode. We can then either create or import a transcript. At this point, all three of our videos are synchronized, and this synchronization should remain in place throughout the entire length of the videos. Let's play a few selections.
was
That's all there is to it. You will find that this process becomes easier with practice, and that after you've synchronized media files 2 or 3 times, you'll be able to get good results quickly and easily.